testing.
It's always something.
Yep.
He's either late for the party or early.
I can't win.
Good morning. Welcome to our morning take. My name is Frank Johnson, and you've already met Abraham Lawrence.
I'm Nick Seaman.
And I'm Tim Goetz.
Love you, Abe.
Love you too, brother.
Our goal here is to describe for you the movie that's going on in our head when we read the Bible. Today is Friday. Man, I love me some Fridays.
Me too.
It's November the 3rd.
Yes.
Episode number?
210.
210 in the can. Today, actually, that we're recording this is October 22nd. So we're literally 2 weeks out now. And we've had a good time here this Sunday afternoon, just visiting with the boys. We have had so many difficulties since Logan has left. And nothing against you, Logan, and we love you. And listen, I'd love for him to come back any day he wants. But Tim has finally got it together and done it. And it's not that Tim's fault. It's not that Tim had to get it together. But the equipment.
Yeah.
It's just the equipment's just been one thing after another. Even last week that we recorded, which we also recorded on October 22nd, there's a buzz in every single morning's podcast because we have not figured out how to make the Bluetooth work. And then Tim, at the end of the week, says, hey, man, this is supposed to have Bluetooth. He's hooked that up. And now it's perfect. And I think you've had 5 wonderful sessions of perfect podcasts, at least as perfect as we can make them. Mm-hmm. That's what I think.
Yes.
We're trying.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. And if you pay that much money for a MacBook and we can't get perfect podcasts, there's something wrong with us. It's not the computer. I know that much.
Amen.
So, Tim, tell me a little bit about your vlog. Now that we've got this all worked out, are you working on another video?
I am working on another video.
I had a sense that you were. Is it? Are we going to see it anytime soon? Now, remember, it's November the 3rd now. You think it might be out by now?
Yes.
Okay, great. Yes. So go to Tim Goetz, photographer.
For the
Tim
vlog,
Goetz.
for the vlog, yeah, it's YouTube.
On YouTube,
on
Tim
YouTube,
Goetz.
Tim Goetz.
And you'll see. So what's it about?
It is about
Time? It's about space?
there's a couple that I'm playing with that I'm deciding which one to air first.
So it is only
got,
October 22nd in real time. So
yeah, but I've got one that I'm wanting to do about friendship. I've got one that I'm wanting to do about choices.
So I take it Abe's not going to be in the friendship one, right?
Yeah. Oh well, don't get me started on that one.
How much time's left on that clock?
That's great. Anyway, so one on friendship or what's the other one?
Yeah. Then I've got one I want to do about choices.
And of course, you're going to do both at some point,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
so
yeah.
even if you don't, if you hear the choices ones out there, just know the friendship's coming just as soon as him and Abe make up. So it'll be good.
Well,
No,
you
actually,
know.
I'm just starting something between Abraham and Tim, but it actually started when I first got Tim on the podcast. It was funny because Tim comes down, Nick, and there's no Abraham. Like, he's just not here. And I didn't even know he wasn't supposed to be here. I'm like, Tim is on the podcast. Abe's like, yep, not here. So it's already,
That was
the rumors.
that was when I was a guest.
The rumors started. I know. We have a guest. Nick has no idea who you are, so he's no help to me at all. It's like me and Tim just doing a podcast together. I'm like, what were you doing, Abe? Were you at the beach?
No, I had an event in Kings Mountain that I had already been committed to.
Oh, that's right. you
Yeah,
did.
I remember that.
Otherwise, I would
I
have.
was doing community service for the church.
But that was your birthday week, was it, Tim?
No, it
Abe
wasn't.
was here for your birthday.
No,
right?
it wasn't because that was right before I went to Alaska.
Oh, okay. That's
Because we were talking about me going to Alaska.
very good. Mm-hmm. And Nick, I hear that you got a. Did you get a new? You got a what can we say?
Yes, we'll just say a good friend blessed me with give me a truck.
I know, isn't that
Yeah.
awesome?
Praise
Yes,
God.
we got to get the title stuff taken care of. Probably, hopefully this
Is it stolen?
well.
You're like, I hope not.
Listen, we got to get the title straight out on this thing.
We got a body that we need to put the center blocks with, get us in the lake, and then,
Got new paint.
Yeah.
Got to file off the VIN number.
In the words of Robert De Niro, we know who you are,
there's an
but
Italian
we
guy.
know who you are.
Yeah. Let's say there's an Italian guy that I think knows too much, so we got to take care of that. No, but
We got to take care of the thing. The thing. Remember the thing?
But after that, we should be fine.
Sounds good.
What kind of truck is it?
It's a Dodge Ram, 2002 Dodge Ram.
You say you can get your
1500.
whole family in that thing.
Yeah, it can fit 6. Well, that's not my whole family, but someone can sit on a lap. But still,
You got the bed back there, right?
yeah. So we, and I guess we have to. I can always get in the bed, and my wife could drive, and the girls right up there. But yeah, it's either way, it's going to be a great blessing because
Amen.
with a family of 7, and we have one van, and my wife and kids have stuff to do all the time.
I know.
As a matter of fact, I drove here I don't know if you saw it.
I saw that.
In the school bus.
I saw the big CCA bus.
Because
out
I
there.
had it for the kids event.
Oh, yeah,
and then I
Friday
had to
night.
take it home, and I got to take it back to school
Gotcha.
tomorrow. So
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Abe?
Oh, nothing. I was just listening to.
Oh, you were like leaning in there. I
Oh,
thought
no,
you
no,
wanted-
no. I'm just listening.
So there was something else I wanted to say about that, and I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, you just had a youth thing at
Yes.
Southside. How did that go?
it went very well. We had, I think at the most, we had 38 kids there.
Wow.
Yeah, and my wife is, well, God's a miracle worker, but he uses my wife because I'm looking at, I have that bus that doesn't take, but, I mean, you can cram probably
30?
18 kids on there with if you sit them, because the back seats are missing because they had to use
Oh,
that
that's right.
space for sports equipment.
Gotcha.
So I'm thinking, honey, we're gonna have to tell them we can't do the miniature golf because we were taking them to that monster golf or whatever
Right.
in Franklin Square.
And she said,
And she just walks off, and the next thing I know, everybody's got room to put kids in, and we got exactly the right amount.
"Oh, you had
wow,
enough
so-
parents."
And that's my wife. I'm the type that's like, well, we're just gonna have to give them the refund and tell them we can't do it. That's what I'm like. And she's like, well, you know what? And then she walks off and goes, yeah, we got it taken care of. It's just she's awesome.
Yeah.
And but yeah, we had a good time, and we
So you're like Philip, and she's like Andrew.
yeah.
She gets it figured. Philip's like, yeah, can't work.
Yeah,
Not
that's
gonna
exactly
happen.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, it went very well, and some people didn't stay all night. They left about 9 or 10, but we were watching a movie in the sanctuary with popcorn, and that all got over about 2:30 in the morning. About half of them were already asleep. It looked like a refugee camp. It was awesome.
Wow.
And I went in the gym and slept. It's supposed to be me and the boys in the gym, and the girls in the sanctuary. But there was just 2 young boys, and one of them already fell asleep. I told the other one, you can just sleep next to your friend because there's plenty of space on the pews. And I went in the gym and slept by myself on this air mattress.
Well, I didn't think you were going to stay overnight.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it
All
was.
right, well, good.
And
And
you
you
got
had other
freezing cold in there.
And you had other parents stay. Right?
Yeah, we had a couple others, so it was awesome.
Man, I when I was a youth pastor, I can count on one hand, and I did youth ministry for 12 years. I can count on one hand how many times we did a lock-in because I could not stand lock-in.
What was so bad about it for you?
Well, because as one of the leaders, you had to stay awake.
Yeah, because
the
you got
whole
to
night.
police the whole place.
There ain't no sleeping in our lock-ins.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
you got
that one kid that's going to be in the woods at 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
the policing is the hardest part of it. you
Yeah.
know.
And then you got to be up all night.
But I thought
and
that's why you had
no.
parents, though. So I thought y'all would sleep in shifts or something.
No.
No? That's
But-
I mean, we had
they all conked
workers.
out, though.
We had
Yeah.
youth
Easy.
workers that would help us out, but still, when we all had to stay, it was like we were awake. It wasn't any fun for us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not supposed to be fun for you.
I know.
Anyway, pretty cool. So what do you got going on in your neck of the woods, Abraham?
Well, I will be going out of town on a retreat the weekend.
Why am I not going?
You weren't invited.
I know. I noticed that. Isn't this the time of the year, though, that the men go some kind of, usually it's October, November, we go up to the mountains?
Yeah, but Pastor Michael has put that on hold. I've been invited with another church to go because they
Oh.
want me to play.
Oh, wow. Well, that's very good.
Yes.
You don't want to say? You want to say with the other churches?
Stonebridge. It's in Charlotte. It's called Stonebridge Church.
Is that the church that's been trying to get you to come over there and play?
No, this is Clark's church.
Oh, phenomenal, man. That's
Yes.
awesome, man. I miss me some Clark Macy.
Me too.
So
Yeah.
you're not going on the normal retreat with your church?
No, he just said he just put it on hold.
Michael postponed
I
it.
know I heard that. I was just making sure I heard correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yep.
Which really does disappoint me because, man, we had such a good time.
Oh yeah, it was great.
In
it was
fact,
such a
we
good
started
time.
the podcast
I was
on-
about to say that. 'cause
on January
I remember
2nd.
you were talking about that.
Yeah, it was
Like the
incredible.
first podcast.
the first week, I think the first week and a half, we spent on just the men's retreat. We were
Yeah.
talking about because it was called what was it called? I am
Yes.
something.
Yeah, God's masterpiece.
I am God's masterpiece. Yeah, that's exactly
really
right.
good.
So yeah,
And
a lot of fun.
October and November was really crowded, and the dates wouldn't coincide. So he just put a pin in it, and we're going to maybe do something in January. He said.
Well, I hope that I get invited to
Oh,
that.
you'll be invited to that for
'Cause
sure.
I really enjoyed.
Yeah, it was
that.
really good.
Yeah, Nick, you got to come with. I got to find out
That'd
when
be
that
awesome.
is, and,
Yeah,
and
it was
you'll
good.
you-
Yeah.
yeah get away from.
I probably need something like that.
Well, you definitely. It's
Everything's
good.
involved with little
Yeah,
kids.
you
and-
tell him it'd be nice to get
Yeah.
the whole podcast up there. Maybe
Yeah.
we can just take some equipment and make
Yeah,
a
we
podcast.
can do it.
We
We
can have some
definitely-
guests up there in the afternoon.
Oh,
We have
that would
43
be
guests
awesome.
with us in the studio. Say your names.
Yeah.
Yeah, because all of this is really very portable, and so we can just pack this
We could
up
make it happen.
and do it
But
like
if that happens, let me take it apart so I can make sure that it gets put back in.
Yes.
Grace. I'll let you because I don't like to. I don't. Ask Logan. You know how many times Logan would try to explain how all
Oh,
of
I
this
know.
stuff works, and I'd be like, dude, I don't care as long as it works. Tim, as long as it works, that's all I care. So that's it.
Man, look at the time.
telling you.
Look at the time.
Go to church this weekend. Go to
Yes.
church. Worship.
Yes,
Go to
and
church.
encourage someone to go to church.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for
Spread
coming
the
out.
gospel.
All right, we'll see you guys
Amen.
next week.